Hey Scorpio, welcome to your reading. Hope you're all well. Thank you for tuning in. It's the 11th of February 2026. I'm going to do you guys a love tarot reading and see what you've got going on. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Messages for Scorpio in love. Messages for too many. Messages for Scorpio in love. Knight of Cups. Oh, that's a good one to start with. So, some of you, one of you, whoever it resonates for, might have a Knight of Cups coming your way, or who is already in your life. Someone that is, well, a knight in shining armour. Good, honest, charming, but committed, consistent, solid. But he's not quite a King of Cups, but he is a Knight of Cups. Very tempting, alluring. The man of your dreams, the woman of your dreams, gender not specific from reading energy. It's a Knight of Cups, but it could be a man or a woman. Someone that looks good on paper. What else do we have for Scorpio in love? Five of Cups. So some of you could be feeling a little bit disappointed in love. A bit disappointed, a bit fed up. Holding on to perhaps a past connection, relationship. Or you could have had a Knight of Cups that somehow disappointed you. Didn't quite turn out to be the knight in shining armour. Or perhaps you're kind of holding on to some sort of past connection, past emotion, past person, and you're not turning around and looking at the Two of Cups that are behind you, offering love, emotion, and perhaps you're missing your knight in shining armour because you're too busy being upset or disappointed or holding on to these past cups that have fallen over, things emptied out, spilled on the floor, and you're not turning around and noticing that there's a Knight of Cups coming towards you because you've got your head to the floor. What else do we have for Scorpio in love? Three of Cups. So some of you could be out and about, mingling, partying, socialising with friends, family, enjoying yourself. Single, perhaps. Single and out there, you know. And perhaps you're looking to meet your Knight of Cups. Perhaps you're getting back out there after a disappointment in love. Messages for Scorpio in love. The Fool in reverse. So some of you, or one of you, could be, someone could be holding themselves back from a new beginning. Doubting going forward. Perhaps someone is focusing on this past baggage, this past disappointment, and it's stopping them from moving forward to new beginnings. They're being a little bit cautious, or they're just kind of holding on to this and it's holding them back from going forward, a new beginning. Perhaps you have a Knight of Cups who is in your energy, perhaps coming towards you, someone that's offering you a connection, love, emotion, and you're a little bit fretful to go towards this because you've had some disappointment in the past. Or perhaps there's been some reckless decisions in the past, connections, or you've gone to, you know, you've been in a connection that perhaps you shouldn't have gone towards, that's disappointed you, and you're rather fearful of making that same mistake again. I'll take that one. Wheel of Fortune. a change, a sudden change, a major change. Adapting. The wheel's moving forward. You're adapting, you're making a change, you're going with the wheel. Or you're trying to make a change, trying to move on from this. I keep focusing on this Five of Cups. Someone here is possibly holding on to a past connection, something that was upsetting, disappointing, a breakup, a separation. And they're holding themselves back from a change, from going forward. Knight of Cups. Why is he here for Scorpio in love? Why is the Knight of Cups here? Temperance. Healing, balance, harmony. Finding balance in your love life. In yourself, in your heart. Perhaps you have a Knight of Cups that is wanting to heal you, look after you. Someone who is balanced, honest, fair. Someone who isn't like someone else that perhaps you're holding on to from the past. Five of Cups. Why is it here for Scorpio in love? The Moon. Yeah, someone's not trusting here. Someone's been disappointed in the past here. And they're not very trusting of new relationships, people coming towards them. Someone here is not trusting of someone's feelings, emotions. Someone's very guarded, very, just not very trusting because of things that have happened in the past. Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here? The Scorpio in love, Three of Cups. The Empress in reverse. So someone's blocked or neglecting oneself, a lack of growth forward. Someone is perhaps partying too much and neglecting self-care. Burning the candle at both ends, as my mother used to say. God bless her. Fool in reverse energy. Why is the Fool here for Scorpio in love? The Tower in reverse. Alright, there's a very resistant energy here. Very resistant to change. Holding on. Someone is resistant. They don't want to make a wrong move. They don't want to go through the same Tower moment that perhaps they went through previously with a connection. Or there's someone here in your energy, or there's someone here that is acting like a Knight of Cups, but someone's not very trusting of that person. Someone's very cautious around that person. Someone's not trusting the words, the actions. Someone just doesn't feel that someone is who they say they are. Wheel of Fortune. Perhaps someone's been round this merry-go-round before. Wheel of Fortune. Why is it here for Scorpio in love? Ten of Wands in reverse. Dropping some sort of burden, feeling overwhelmed, and there's that Empress as well. Someone here is burnt out, tired, overburdened, carrying too much weight on their shoulders. Someone is neglecting themselves here, taking on too much. You gotta love that moon energy. As soon as it comes out, your mind goes blank. Temperance. Why is Temperance here for Scorpio in love? Page of Pentacles. A new, possible but young beginning in stability and foundation, but it's not quite a King of Pentacles, it's a Page. How can I create stability? How will this create stability? A Page is young, youthful, not quite as mature as a Knight or a King. Someone here is wondering about this Knight of Cups. Could be stable, but is he a Knight or is he a Page? Is he a sure thing? The Moon. Why is the Moon here for Scorpio in love? Judgment. Yeah. There's some sort of accountability here. Someone needs to take accountability. Someone needs to take responsibility, accountability, possibly for some past actions or past disappointments that were created, that happened. Perhaps someone's passing judgment on someone and their past actions, behaviours, or something that's happened that's disappointed someone, and they're making judgment on this person. The Empress in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse, because, yeah, there was someone was left perhaps heartbroken, disappointed. Someone that was left, someone here had possibly someone that could have been a Ten of Cups, or there was an emotional happiness, a joyful moment, a joyful connection. It was happy, it was, or someone thought it was happy and fulfilling and everything they ever wanted, but it shattered. A dream that shattered. A happy moment that shattered. The Tower in reverse energy. Why is it here for Scorpio in love? The Eight of Cups. Yeah, someone's walked away or is thinking of walking away, but I'm getting I'm getting a reconciliation energy. This is something that could come back around, or someone's hoping this will come back around, and someone's passing judgment on this and looking at it and maybe thinking, I don't really want to go round that merry-go-round again. I don't want to do all that again. It's someone's either kind of walking away from a possible reconciliation, or someone is that guarded because of past upsets, past separations, past breakups, that they're kind of walking away from any emotion or love that's been offered to them. Someone's given up in love. Someone's had enough. Ten of Wands in reverse energy. The Empress in the upright. Yeah. They were neglecting themselves, giving too much of themselves, being left depleted, perhaps neglected. giving too much to a relationship and wasn't getting the same in return, and they've had enough of feeling that way, and they're about to look after themselves for once. Look after their own growth, nurturing, loving themselves, giving back to themselves. Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here for Scorpio in love? Three of Cups in reverse. I'm getting three's company. Two's company, three's crowd. Someone's kind of... There's that two's company, three's a crowds sort of energy. And I'm also getting someone that's just taking time out, looking after themselves, not being around too many people, not partying too much, just coming away from it all, and yeah, just taking time out to reassess, realign, balance. Judgment in the upright. Why is it here for Scorpio in love? Knight of Cups in the reverse. There he is. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said at the beginning of the read, the Knight of Cups, the Knight in shining armour. Is he who he appears to be? And I said that quite early on. Is he who he appears to be? Possibly not, because he's here now in the reverse energy. There you go. Oh my goodness. And the Ten of Cups, I was just going to clarify the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups in the upright just flipped out upright. So this is a possible reconciliation, or someone's wanting a reconciliation. Someone's been up to something they shouldn't have been. Oh, all the cards have just pretty much flipped out. Oh, what have we got? Two of Swords. There's quite a lot of cards. Two of Swords in the upright. King of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Wands in the upright. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Page of Swords. I'm not going to... I'm not going to take them, but Two of Swords, King of Cups, King of Wands, Ace of Cups. Well, it's pretty much saying all of this. It's up in the air, possible reconciliation, decisions to be made perhaps, but someone doesn't know what decision to make. Is someone stable? Are they committed? Are they going to do the same thing again? That's what them cards were telling me, and it's much what is on this table here. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Ugh. Why is the Eight of Cups here for Scorpio in love? Ten of Swords in reverse. Recovery, hope and healing from a massive betrayal. A massive betrayal. Stabbed in the back 10 times with rather large swords. I would say that is quite a large, huge, quite, you know, hurtful betrayal. The Empress. King of Pentacles in reverse. See, came out again. So this is all about, well, do you want to go try again? Do you want to, is it going to work itself out? Is someone going to be committed? Is someone going to be true to their word? Is someone trustworthy? Or, you know, Three of Cups, Four of Cups in reverse. Or are you going to learn the lesson, be grateful for what it taught you, and keep on walking? Accept, move on, and not let it hold you back anymore. Knight of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups. Illusion, confusion, fantasy, reality. What's real? What's truth? What's fantasy? What's rose-tinted glasses? Many possibilities, many options. Perhaps that was the problem. Someone had too many options. Ten of Cups. Empress in reverse. Yeah. So yeah, there's that Empress in reverse again. Someone was left very, or feeling very depleted, very neglected, very empty. And there could have been an element of dependence here. Not looking after yourself enough, or depending on someone else to look after you, and they sort of, you know, well, they let you down. Ten of Swords in reverse energy. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, okay. Feeling, well, yeah, not learning from past mistakes. Perhaps third party, I mean, there's a lot of third party kind of, some third party, third angle, something that got in the way, or someone was, you know, committed elsewhere or entertaining elsewhere, or and it left someone feeling very alone, feeling very neglected. Someone was very uncommitted, perhaps had too many options, or all the options. Yeah, not good. King of Pentacles. Ah, there's a Three of Cups again. So yeah, one from the top of the deck, each deck. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil in the upright, the Hierophant in the upright, the Two of Swords, that wanted to come out earlier, in the upright, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Emperor in the upright, and the Knight of Wands in the upright. Well, this is a very classic case of player-ish, player non-committal, breadcrumbing, third party, wishy-washy, disappointing, karmic, toxic attachment, which I'm getting a lot of these at the moment, so this is what people are dealing with. This is the energy at the moment. So let me put them into their suit, Scorpio, and we'll see if there's any last messages for you. Yeah. Three Empresses. Well, two in reverse, one in the upright. Ten of Cups. Three of Cups. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of emotion here. Not seeing much swords, and two wand energy. Someone here is reckless. There is third party energy here, whatever that is that's got in the way of a connection. Not just a connection, a Ten of Cups connection. This was meant to be, or was at one point, a complete emotional fulfillment, but feelings weren't enough. I'm getting illusions. Someone, yeah, okay, I'm getting someone that sort of came in like a Knight of Cups, and then they turned into a Knight of Wands. Seven of Cups, fed an illusion. The Devil, toxic attachment. The Wheel of Fortune, karmic energy. The Moon, I mean, the Devil, the Moon, the Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, energy cards, like Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's one of them readings that if it was to ever... This is karmic, toxic, and just... Yeah. Do you really, you know... Is there anything to... Is there any... I mean, someone's... Judgment's your last major arcana on the table. Someone's passing judgment on it. Perhaps someone's taking accountability, or someone needs to take accountability, or someone's thinking about going round in this loop again. And I think they know that they shouldn't even be considering it, but they are. I don't know how many times this has gone round in a circle, but someone here is, they've proved their words with their actions. And their actions were proof enough to not go round in this circle again. Their actions were proof enough of their words. That's a very strong message for someone. Their actions, their words didn't... Just no. Just no. No. That's what I've got to say to you on this one, Scorpio. It's really heavy energy. No. Just no. And there's someone here that's listening to this that knows what I'm talking about. And they know what I'm saying when I say, why are you even considering this? I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. Good luck, best wishes, lots of love. Until next time, bye-bye.